The legal battle over Donald Trump's travel ban is going before 3 federal judges today to decide if the current suspension of the executive order can be upheld. Regardless of the outcome, the ban is likely headed off to the Supreme Court.
Trump's ban that blocks visitors to the U.S. from 7 Muslim-majority countries is facing mounting opposition. Tech giants Apple, Microsoft, and Google joined forces with dozens of other companies to file a brief opposing the immigration restrictions, arguing U.S. economic growth is intimately tied to immigration. Ahead of tonight's legal hearing, Trump defended his calls for tougher border protection during a speech to soldiers with U.S. Central Command in Florida. He also took another shot at the media, accusing reporters of downplaying terror threats without offering proof of his claim.
All over Europe, it's happening. It's gotten to a point where it's not even being reported. And in many cases, the very, very dishonest press doesn't want to report it. They have their reasons, and you understand that. We're up against an enemy that celebrates death and totally worships destruction. You've seen that. ISIS is on a campaign of genocide, committing atrocities across the world.
To another battle in Washington now, Senate Democrats pulling an all-nighter in an attempt to block Trump's nominee for Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. She has faced fierce opposition in part over her advocacy of charter school programs. The vote is so close for DeVos that Vice President Mike Pence may need to cast a historic tie-breaking vote as the first ever VP to snap a deadlock for a cabinet pick.
Amnesty International claiming the Syrian government has carried out mass hangings at a prison outside Damascus, killing 13,000 people. The new report claims most of the victims were civilian opposition supporters and systematically killed between 2011 and 2015 in Syria's Sedania prison. The group is calling for an investigation by the UN. The government has previously denied killing or mistreating detainees. Amnesty, though, interviewed 84 people, including former guards, detainees, and prison officials for its report. UN human rights experts did report a year ago the witness accounts have strongly suggested that deaths on a massive scale indeed were occurring in custody in Syria.
Bell Media is blaming the CRTC for record low Canadian ratings for the Super Bowl this year, down by 39%. For the first time ever, the CRTC forced Bell to broadcast the American feed of the football game, including the big budget commercials. As a result, Bell saw a nearly 40% drop in viewership. Sunday night drew an average audience of roughly 4.5 million viewers across all CTV networks. Last year, an average of 7.3 million watched the Broncos face off against the Panthers. There was also a slight decline south of the border. Fox drew more than 111 million viewers. That number grew to 117 million during Lady Gaga's dazzling performance and after the Patriots gained that lead.
You know, we also have to keep in mind watching it online. I watched it online. I mean, I watched the Canadian broadcast or the Canadian feed online,
right,
but I wasn't watching TV.
So that's not included in those numbers
as well. Yeah. A Durham cop showing off his arresting dance moves on the job.
Oh, this is dope.
Officers saying a Durham copper was responding to the scene of a suspected fight when he found himself on a film set in Oshawa. Instead, turns out the disturbance was actually a music video shoot. This clip comes to us courtesy of Vivid Media, the company making the video for the University of Ontario Institute of Technology. Turns out the officer used to be a dancer in his younger days.
All right, back to our storm center.
Hold on, go ahead, Brian. There we go. Another school bus cancellation just in. Go ahead, Bren.
This one's for all zones, Wellington, Dufferin.
All right, so when we come back after the break, we will round up all the school bus cancellations for you right out of the break. You can go right now to Storm Center on our website for the very latest details. Coming up, it's Safer Internet Day. Would you let your kids just chat or go along with strangers on the street? Well, then why do you let them do it online? We have some good tips for you coming up.